everyone. Thank you for joining me today and welcome to Touch the Plane Tarot. Today we're going to take a look at what your unique creative superpower is. And we're going to pick with crayons and crystals. So today, group number 1, you have Violet. And here's an example on paper. And paired with Violet is the heart-shaped Amethyst. Group number 2, you have Goldenrod. And it is paired with the lovely champagne Topaz. For group number 3, you have Scarlet. Here's what it looks like on paper. And it is paired with Carnelian. And for group number 4, you have the Sky Blue. And it is paired with Amazonite. I'm excited to do this reading for you today and find out what your unique superpower is. And keep in mind, even if you're feeling like you're not a creative person, this maybe is an opportunity to challenge the view of what creativity means, because we all have creative potential within us and it manifests in so many beautiful ways. And here's an opportunity to look at the creative potential that you already know about, what you might have an inkling that exists within you, or even discover a new creative talent that you have not yet unlocked. So no further ado, let's dive in, and I'll see you in your reading. Tune in with whichever color or crystal or combination calls to you the most. If you're drawn to more than one, that's okay too. Just find your timestamps in the description below. Thank you. Hello and welcome, group number 1. You've chosen the Violet with the Amethyst heart crystal, and energetically, the color violet or purple aligns with the crown chakra at the top of our head. So let's take a look at your cards as we reveal what your unique creative superpower is. Really feeling like this one wanted to come out for you. Okay. The perfect key. What is group number 1's create? This one's calling. Ooh, that is lovely. That her dress actually is a violet color. Wonderful synchronicity there. Is there anything else from this deck that wants to come out for group number 1 about their creative superpower? Feeling one more card from this deck. Okay. Group number 1. Can the animal spirits, what can the animal spirits tell us? That's too many cards. What can the animal spirits tell us about group number 1's creative superpower? The bat. The bat and the elephant. Let's see if we've gotten out of view here. The bat and the elephant. We have more detail about what group number 1's creative superpower is. Let's add an additional question to our conversation. How can group number 1 unlock their creative superpower? Felt something back here before I shuffled further. Let's see. Temperance. Do we have more information on how group number 1 can unlock their creative superpower? Do we have one more message coming through? Okay. Group number 1. It's a story unfolding for you. I'm going to take a quick look at the guidebook to be sure I know what the perfect key is all about. Happiness, encouragement, and unlock feelings. The bird is on the woman's shoulder, encouraging her to try different keys. Yet the woman has already found the perfect fitting key. She can open the cage and open her heart. Sometimes life is only a search for the right key. There are so many things that are hard for us to approach. We can have trouble accessing our own feelings. Thanks to friends and family, there are people who can help us find the lost keys to our personal happiness. Okay. Let's take a look at this Muse card. Inspiration, listen to the notes. Everything lets out. I wanted to check on rhetoric here. Discussion. Sincere dialogue leads to shared truth. Okay. This is unfolding indeed. Okay, pile number 1. I'm seeing you as someone who may be extroverted. If you don't necessarily feel that you're extroverted, you may have a talent or be drawn to communication with others. even if you are not introverted, you have a group close to you that, even if you're not extroverted, you have a group close to you that you feel extroverted with. The crown chakra and this color purple is about bringing in universal energy, universal and divine knowledge. The elephant is very wise. You're watching, listening, and interacting with those around you that you love, that you like to be with. Through this interaction, you are able to use that divine knowledge, this divine knowledge. And elephant strikes me as they stick with their families, they take care of their families. This is kind of a group energy. This is having a higher wisdom and sharing. And by sharing, the example here in the picture is money, but the sharing could indeed be a sharing of ideas, a sharing of wisdom through that listening to all that's going on around you. As you interact with those around you, you're taking it in and you're appreciating it, and you are seeing the beauty. And you're able to connect, to draw connections between the things that are going on around you in your life. Your ability to draw these connections about what's going on around you is the key. So you may have gone on sort of personal journeys searching for what is your creative ability, but you already actually have it. You just weren't seeing it or recognizing it as a creative ability. You are able to take what's going on around you and you're processing it. You're seeing the higher wisdom of the people, of the emotion, of the skills of those around you, and you're able to alchemize and synthesize that information and combine it in a new way. I'm thinking of this as not, in this instance, in the Temperance card, with the balancing of the water from one cup to the other. It feels to me as though there's not just an ability for you to rebalance the energy that is around you, but you can also re-alchemize it. You can bring the talents of those in your inner circle together and achieve great things. That creativity in you is seeing a higher wisdom and seeing how things connect. What an interesting superpower that's coming out for you. You're able to see when others may feel as though there is darkness or cloudedness via potentially chaos or misdirection going on around. You're able to see how things are connecting, and you're able to alchemize it such that the group can move forward. There is a balancing going on with that, but I'm seeing it being more than just balancing. There's a process that you're able to go through this divine universal wisdom that you have access to, that's strong in you, and you're able to connect dots that others haven't connected. You're able to change the story, not to rewrite a story to create a false narrative, but you're able to use the pieces to create a new path. What an interesting superpower to come out. that is using creativity, and it doesn't, the medium of creativity that we might more typically think of, a creative process, you know, for instance, you know, do we use paint, do we use music? This is not your medium of creativity. Your medium of creativity is ideas, is emotion, is knowledge, and being able to weave those in to a beautiful, harmonious picture. Just like the amethyst, this came through in a very clear, concise way. Pile 2, this is feeling, or pile 1, this is feeling like a short reading, but it came through so strong and so clear. That's what I have for you today with the violet, with the amethyst, with that crown chakra energy, where you are able to see clearly and alchemize the events, the people, the emotions, and transform that into a beautiful story. Pile 1, this is what I have for you today. Thank you for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, group number 2, and welcome. You have chosen the Goldenrod, the Champagne Topaz. This is a very, very fiery energy. Fire is very cleansing. That's also, yellow is associated with the solar plexus chakra, or some may refer to it as navel chakra. It's a inner fire. It's also talks about purifying the body and of digestion. So let's find out let's get messages for what your unique creative superpower is. Liberty. I do feel like there's something else that, here we go, wanted to come out from this deck. The Sea Witch. Maybe have messages about group 2's creative superpower. Let's get 2 of these. This one seems strong. Oh, well, it should, because it's indeed the Strength card. She's sort of a golden, almost armored sort of gown. Interesting. Okay. What can the animal spirits tell us about Pile? This card's really popping out there. Whoa, cheetah! That is some strong solar plexus energy. Ah, and fire ant. Group 2, you have a strong inner fire, and you're wow. Maybe have more messages about we're getting more yellow. Beautiful. More messages about Pile or group 2's. I'm feeling like it was actually this one. Let's get some messages about how group 2 can unlock their creative superpower. how can group 2 unlock? And messages, how can group 2 unlock their creative superpower? Let's shuffle again. Maybe we're asking the wrong question. How can group 2 develop? Let's go with that. Develop. How can group 2 develop their creative superpower? Shuffle again. How can group 2 develop their superpower? Okay. I want to take a moment to look at Liberty and Sea Witch. Keywords for Liberty are choices, confidence. Confidence is that inner fire, and letting go, which is talking about a purifying energy, and self-determination. Okay, this card stands for the freedom you have to choose your own way in life. Don't let others decide for you. You have the power to liberate yourself from both external and internal cages. Many of the obstacles we face are ones we create ourselves. Once we realize we've created them, we have the power to release them. Ooh, this is, there could be limiting beliefs that you have created through your journey, that it's time to burn off and purify, so that you can liberate yourself from sort of negative or false stories and limiting beliefs that might be holding you back. Let's see what the Sea Witch says. Keywords are innocence, joy of play, and wonder. This small mermaid is called the Sea Witch. Instead of a fish tail, she has a jellyfish on the lower part of her body. Her hair sways behind her like flowing tentacles. She holds a windmill in her hand that propels her forward. A wide-eyed fish is her loyal companion on her ocean journeys. She is young and uses the magic of childlike thinking to dance in the waves, marveling at the wonder of life. Calling on an inner childlike wonder can light a fire of creativity and forward movement. I recently released a different reading about what your inner child wants to tell you. So if this is something that you feel you could, it would be nice to explore, I feel free to find that reading on my channel. Cheetah and fire ant. Wow, okay. Okay, cheetah. Solar force, solar plexus chakra, action, achievement, and masculine energy. Masculine energy is not about gender or gender identity. It's about a strength, a confidence, an ability to trudge forward despite obstacles. This is an energy that we all want to call upon to be able to create change and action in our life. The sun doesn't shine onto the cheetah, it shines from inside this great creature and expands outward to brighten the universe. Wow, bang. Purpose and passion are the best fuel for a cheetah's forward momentum. If you're lacking in those areas, reconnect to the way before you started running. This is that childlike wonder that the Sea Witch card is talking about could be a message to go back to that childlike wonder, because that can reignite or stoke that fire. And a message to bring the cheetah energy into balance is to reconnect to purpose. The fire must have a direction. This is why the Knight of Pentacles showed up for you. This, you see the we've got very strong fire energy in this card, but he's the most still of the knights. He's reconnecting with his direction before he moves forward. Fire ant. Aggression, rigid thinking, and following orders, all right off the bat. This could be about this limiting belief message that was coming up. Fire energy flares up without us noticing. It's the force that attracts us to people and situations that feed our imbalances rather than those that counter them. Gossiping and blaming are a few indicators that misaligned fire ant energy is at play. You may also find yourself stewing on a person or a situation, only making things worse. How can you break free? Break free. This bird wants to be liberated. How can you break free from that trauma and to cool down? Fire ants are surprisingly sensitive. Don't pretend that the heat isn't getting to you. There must be a recognition of feelings and emotions, because it is one cannot be strong unless one has taken the time to understand one's feelings, emotions, and that includes false narratives and limiting beliefs. We want to understand all that is at play. We want to understand all that's at play in our energetic and emotional body in order to have strength and direction to move forward. When out of balance, the fire ant argues, has excessive heat, and creates gossip. This is unaddressed negative emotional energy. When one is gossiping, one is harboring negative emotions about oneself and taking it out on another. So this is the fire ant here is asking you to liberate yourself from this negative cycle. The fire energy, to bring it to balance, it suggests solo time and walks at night. And here she seems to be on this sort of more dark solo journey. The sea witch is in the depths of the sea, and not being afraid to look at what lurks deep within her emotional body. This seven of swords is very much the fire ant energy. It's this we got the advice here with unlocking and developing your passionate inner fire is being held back by these energies. The advice here is to take the time to study, reflect, and get in touch with that thing that lights you up. And that is so the hanged man is asking you to pause, to take a look and sometimes to understand the depth of what's going on in our emotional bodies, we have to be able to put ourselves outside of a situation and look at it differently. That's why he is upside down. He is evaluating the situation differently, and that is, I've said this before, this is one of my favorite cards in the deck. There is this fire energy glowing from within him as he goes through this process of taking a closer look and looking at things from a different point of view. That ignites this passion. This fire ant, jealous, gossiping, negative, sort of self-belief, sabotaging sort of energy is actually, it seems to me, is a desire to be in this energy, and one not appreciating what one has because there are expectations for what it's supposed to be. This is another message about releasing limiting beliefs. I'd like to take a moment to clarify why the presence of the Two of Wands here is puzzling me. Can we clarify, why is the Two of Wands showing up in your reading? Pile 2. Eight of Pentacles. Okay. Oh, this is part of the advice. Whatever the thing that your creative pursuit, this excitement for creating whatever it is. I don't think we're going to get in this message exactly what it is, how you create, what you create. Where this message has become about opening up and burning off a creative block. The character within the Eight of Pentacles is working hard. He's driven, he's motivated, he's found some wonderful thing he can bring to the world, and he's creating lots of them. And he's very focused, he's very driven. He is in this cheetah energy. The character in the Eight of Pentacles has found that reason he's doing what he's doing, and he's moving forward to it, and he is very happy and content within his creative work. This is a message about getting into it, to be able to move through the negative. These negative energies will dissolve in the you cannot wait on your creative pursuit for this energy to go away. One has to recognize that energy, that self-sabotaging, that limiting belief, that kind of negativeness that one is staying in. That will, once it's recognized, that's the moment when you can liberate. You're not completely free from this tendency, but you're liberated to move forward with your passion and your creation. And your passion and creation may not be a physical artwork. You know, he's working with his hands, making something. Your creation could be entrepreneurial. Maybe you create a new workflow with analytics at your workplace. Maybe you have a creative idea about the life you want to build. Whatever it is that that you want to get to, and you want to stop being stuck, making progress forward toward that thing will slowly but surely begin to dissolve this and put out that negative fire ant energy, that sneaky energy, that gossip, that jealousy, those things that creep in. And everyone's guilty of this at times. I'm sure there isn't a human on the planet who's completely free from getting into that type of negative thinking. But the act of doing, the act of going forward with this thing will begin to change the narrative. It will begin to change how you feel and exist in the world, so that this is where you will feel like you're already here. And that can't happen overnight. That's a slow moving energy. That's a slow moving change, but it's a change that's worth making. So if you have an idea, an ambition that you'd like to follow, whatever it is, go ahead and start working on it. And slowly, the negative self-talk will slowly melt away, and you will get closer to this 10 of Cups energy. It will grow this inner fire, and you'll continue to move forward with strength. Group 2, I hope you found something valuable in this message today. It's a little different than what I was expecting going into it, but we have to go where the energy flows. So if you feel called to do so, please give me a like and a subscribe. Any support of this channel is very appreciated, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, and welcome. Group number 3. You chose the Scarlet, which is very between an orange and a red, so we might tend to associate a color like this with both the root chakra, which is traditionally a deep red, and the sacral chakra, which is orange. And with your group, we have the wonderful, very healing Carnelian, which for me appeals to both the root and the sacral chakra. So let's take a look at what your creative superpower is. What wants to come out for you? What is group blue? Okay. Yeah, I'm indeed feeling the one that was on top, and treasured memories. We have information about group 3s. Unique superpower. What is group 3's unique creative superpower? Something something wants to come out of this deck but is reluctant. What is group 3's? I think it's this one. Vital functions. Huh. Okay. that's all that wanted to come out of this deck. We have information about Group 3's unique superpowers of creativity. I'm feeling as though there may be more than one message wanting to come out in this group, and that may be clouding our shuffling process. What is Group 3's creative superpower or powers? We find information on what are Group 3's creative superpowers. There's something here. Swan, and what was on top? Buffalo. Something makes me feel like we need... What? Can we have information on Group 3's unique... These cards are slipping around. I feel like it's this one. The hyena. The hyena is a bit of a trickster energy, so let's find out what's going on. I was feeling that trickster energy when shuffling, like something trying to prevent me from seeing. So let's discover what that is. So pile 3, can we have more information about what's going on with pile 3 and their creative? Okay, these are bouncing out. What's going on here? Creative superpowers. Okay, we have 3 of Pentacles. We have Queen of Wands. We have more information about what's going on with pile 3. Can we have information on how to unblock or unlock pile 3's creative? These cards are just bouncing around. What's going on here? Can we have information on how to unlock? We've got 2 queens here. This felt okay. Okay. Seems to me, pile 3, that you have a lot that hasn't come out. We have 3. We have 3 queens for you. And what fell on the floor? Excuse me, just a moment. Okay, pile 3, you've got... I'm laughing because this is some really high-level energy, which is unexpected because it seemed so reluctant to come forth. Let's dive into this. I have a feeling we may need some clarification cards. Because this may be part of a bigger story that we're going to unfold. We're going to unfold and find out what's going on for you, pile 3, with regard to your creativity. There is some... This is such a strong energy. I just want to take a moment to appreciate this. There is something within you that wants to bloom. The sacral chakra in particular is about creativity, and that can be in terms of our reproductive organs and creating new life into the world, but energetically it is your creative source. This is where the emotion flows deeply and can create something beautiful. So there is something big here that you have within you to bring to the world. The treasured memories in this card, where she is, the character here is looking out to the horizon, looking beyond, looking to her future, yet she is remembering and holding dear the memories of her past. And this Vital Functions card is reminding us to, if you see within the card, this sphere here seems to be another world inside, with a sky, with the ground. This is an ability to be able to see the events from a different point of view. So it's like you are out, you have had a unique and interesting journey through life. And the hyena here is to remind us that there could be things that we have been afraid to talk about. There's some fear coming up with this card. There are things in this bubble that have been difficult lessons to learn, but it is those lessons who make us who we are, and it is those lessons and looking at them as a viewer and reviewing them. So you have here, this seems to be an ability to see your life events from a new perspective, and your life events are this precious thing that can create healing for you and create healing for others when those life experiences are brought forth into the world in the form of art. I want to read the Swan card. This is it's always exciting when the Swan card comes out. The Swan card can indeed be about soulmates, about twin flames. But in this case, in a creativity reading, we're looking at it more in a light of this. This is related to your life purpose and your destiny. The Swan card keywords are effortless creativity, sensitive mystic, and elegant power. The swan represents heightened creativity in Hindu mythology. The goddess Saraswati, I apologize if I'm not pronouncing that correctly, the embodiment of language, creativity, and artistry, rides on the back of this graceful creature. The swan is ready to take us there, to the fluid realm of writing, creating, and reflecting. This potent healing energy is not to be taken for granted or taken lightly. When the Swan card appears, your soul is calling for attention, for soul time, for inner voice. An inner voice is waiting to be heard, an inner vision likely to be revealed. To bring this this swan energy into balance, the suggestion is solo time and writing. So there are memories that you have been reluctant or afraid to discuss, and you may create distraction or sarcasm, as sort of a negative energy to avoid addressing it, talking about it, trying to pretend that it's not there. Your key to unlocking your superpower is to be able to talk about your experiences look at them, review them, reflect upon them, and create something beautiful from them. This swan talks about writing. Writing can be in the form of story. It could also be in the form of it's just sort of not necessarily writing with the intention of someone reading it or taking it in, but writing as a way to heal, writing as a way to face those things we've been afraid to talk about. Sometimes when we write, it can unlock things that we didn't know were there or we had forgotten about. So this could be a call for writing for the healing process of self, but it could also mean writing to bring forth a narrative and healing to others. And writing can then be poetry, film, you know, it doesn't necessarily have to be a novel, but it could be in the form of music, song. It could also be in the form of any creative form where you can communicate an idea. Maybe it's a social media presence. Maybe you have tidbits of stories and anecdotes which you can put out to others, where you may not be seeing that as being creative, but you're taking the time to put a message forward. Anything, whether or not it's art that would be in a museum or get an award, any way that you are communicating beauty and lessons learned to others is a form of creativity. Maybe this is in terms of song. It could indeed be a visual art. Maybe there is a way to express emotion in painting. Whatever it is, you may not even know what that is, but through this process of reflecting, that may be revealed. The Three of Pentacles is someone who is creating and others are reviewing that work. It's a call to start creating, but it is a bit of a reminder to not let those and what people say prevent you from creating. Let's take a look at Buffalo. The hooves of the mighty buffalo are grounded in the earth, yet its heart and mind rise toward the heaven. Buffalo sees challenge, hardship, or a bump in the road as an opportunity for upliftment. Therefore, the buffalo does not fear death, illness, or misfortune. Its gentle eyes look to the road ahead, trusting every turn. May we experience this elusive yet life-changing bliss from time to time, and may we allow this card to remind us that life is a precious gift. In this process of reflecting and creating, it is a process of honoring where you've been and appreciating it. The Queen of Pentacles, she is, it's reflecting of this message here, that she is seeing the narrative and the stories that are inherent within what she has created. And she appreciates that has brought beauty to the world. So pile 3, you're creativity can be tapped into through review of your history, those emotions that run deep within you, and that can blossom a creation that brings narrative and healing to others. This is a very big calling. Four of Pentacles is interesting to come out in this reading, and I did just look that up just to be sure I was communicating that properly. This character here is holding on to legacy. You're holding these memories, you're holding them, but you're holding them for a greater good. You're holding them so that you can communicate beauty and see the beauty within that, even though at times whatever these things are may have been painful. And that is why this is a really, really strong superpower, because in doing that and taking negative and creating beauty, that is Queen and King energy. I mean, you you have 3 queens here and you have 2 kings. I think that in some ways just speaks for itself, that you, through this process of learning, reflecting, and creating, you begin to embody this leader energy. And you're doing it in multiple ways. Swords are about communication. You have both the King and the Queen of Swords. So there's communication there. The butterfly on his throne talks about transformation. You're transforming the negative into something beautiful, and in doing so, you become this king or queen energy. The queen, she does also have a butterfly in her throne as well. There's a transformative process. In this process of communication, there is transformation. The King of Cups is, these are deeply flowing emotions, and the King of Cups is in touch with those deeply flowing emotions, and in fact that is what makes him a good king. Understanding those emotions and accepting them and growing because of them. There's a creative fire within the Queen of Wands to me. As you can see, it looks like she's in a desert sort of climate, yet she has cultivated and grown this sunflower. That's a strong creative energy. So I think the message here today is calling you to not be afraid to look at these memories as an outsider. Look at them, appreciate them, have love for your path, regardless of how hard, and to be able to use your creative ability of communication in whatever form feels most natural to you, but communicate. And that is the blossoming of your creative power. Group 3, I hope you found something valuable here. Thank you for being with me today. If you feel called to do so, please like and subscribe. That's very appreciated and helps my channel to grow. And I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye. Hello and welcome, group number 4. You have chosen the sky blue, which is very evocative of the throat chakra, which is traditionally a very bright sky blue, and paired with that is the Amazonite crystal. So let's take a look at what is Group 4's unique creative superpower. It's Group 4's unique creative superpower, the Rose Garden. Don't know how well that shows up on the camera, but there is a blue butterfly in her hand. Be significant to the reading. Okay, group number 4. Can we have information about your, well, creative superpower? Oh, she's playing an instrument here, and there is a blue design in the sky. We have information about Group 4's creative creative superpower. What is Group 4's creative superpower? I do feel called to just point out that I'm feeling a very very calming energy. Music. Feeling a very calming energy with this pile, which, wow, okay. Oh, the dragon. Ooh, beautiful. Animal spirits, are there any, can you tell us about Group 4's unique creative superpower? Whoa, we have calming energy, yet we have the dragon and the phoenix. What is going on here? I feel like this wanted to come out too. A vulture, what is going on? Definitely not the type of energy I was expecting with this calming presence of pile 4. Can we have, I don't know what this is, but it's calling very strongly. Ah, King of Cups. Can we have more information about creative superpower? About Group 4's creative superpower. Oh, we're back to this sort of blue energy. Okay, can we have more information about okay, sticking with that sky blue theme. Okay, can I have more information about let's ask a different question, because I'm seeing a narrative here of, yeah, okay. Let's get one more information about how I feel like the question needs to be, how does pile 4 move toward their creative superpower? Okay, that was strong. Okay. Okay, we'll have to cover this card up per YouTube rules. Oops. Okay. The Lover's card. Okay. Okay. Let's take a moment to check in with Rose Garden. Rose Garden, sensitivity, awareness of nature, integrated whole, and strength. Okay, that's starting to color the picture here of why we're feeling this calming energy, but we also have very strong energy here. Look at this beautiful woman who has transformed into a flower. She holds a red blooming rose to the place where her heart belongs. Her hair has become a leaf blown by the wind. She is a part of nature and grows stronger with her every gentle touch and loving gesture. So there's a gentleness that I was feeling as we were pulling the cards. She is not alone. Her friends, the caterpillar and the butterfly, are here to visit. Thorns threaten to prick her, but she is not scared. A rose is beautiful and strong because of its thorns, not in spite of them. Okay. The Talia Muse card. I had to check on this as well. It is about transformation. Reveal yourself. And the music card is attract friends and disorient enemies. And we have the Lover's card. There may be an energy here of attracting in a soulmate with your beautiful calming presence. Let's take a look here. Okay. Group 4. The sky blue color. This feels like such a gentle energy, but it also has a clarity. And with the blue, we're talking about throat chakra. Throat chakra is about expressing, is about using one's voice, and that can be, here we have music, and there is an energy here of someone who has not been expressing their voice, and it is a call to transform that part of you, to hold true to this beautiful clarity which you embody, but to transform so that you can communicate with crystal clarity. And I'm drawn back to what it says in the Rose Garden card. It says, thorns threaten to prick her, but she is not scared. A rose is beautiful and strong because of its thorns, not in spite them. So we have the Phoenix card, which is about the burning of karma. The Phoenix spirit here is to aid you in burning off anything that's blocking you from expressing, burning off and transmuting into the clarity. You aren't the Phoenix here in this scenario. You are the dragon who sees clearly. This is quite a... This is a profound transformation message here. The dragon, when we look in the mirror deep into our eyes, we may even glimpse the self behind the self. The one who is watching us, this is the power of the dragon. Breathing transformative fire into every cell of our bodies. Group 4, you are in that process of burning off anything preventing you from being your true self and coming forward into the world with clarity. This card speaks of transformation, coming out from a disguise that you have felt safe in. But this is saying that the Phoenix here is protecting you and burning off the karma of the things that would make you feel unsafe. And it is through this transformative process. We have a message of transformation here, 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 here. We have the clarity of communication and transforming, and the butterfly again here on the King of Swords card. The King of Swords has a calmness and a clarity with his communication. There is the message here with the King of Cups about the being in touch with those gentle emotions. There is a beauty and calmness to your soul, group 4. And this King of Cups is here to remind you that that is king energy. That is steadfast and true, and something you should not lose sight of. The Phoenix here is burning off any negative karma, blocking you from being in a creative state of communicating clearly. And it is through that one can see the self and be able to be present in the world without fear. I just wanted to take a moment to look up vulture. It does say that the vulture perhaps is the most misunderstood creature of them all. This intriguing bird balances our ecosystem and prevents the spread of disease. It also does the dirty work that no one else wants to do and cleans up our mess. The vulture appears when there's a situation that needs to be purified and brought back into balance. The vulture's also here and present to help you. The vulture energy is assisting you in creating clarity. What you thought was a mistake or tragedy is a blessing in disguise. When in balance, the vulture clarifies and reveals wisdom. That's what the King of Swords, his sword is there for clarity, and bringing wisdom forth, being able to communicate that wisdom, which can't be fully appreciated if there are things clouding the view. It says bringing this into balance. One sage for energy clearing, but also cleaning your space can do a lot for refreshing the energy. And my mind is going back to the Phoenix about burning karma. Okay. Are there things within your physical space, your home or your workspace, that are being tied to negative elements in your past that are clouding, that are making you feel not safe? These are things to walk away from, because you're in a place of clarity where you are seeing who you truly are. And through this clarity, you have these beautiful gifts. I would think of these wands in this scenario as gifts to bring to the world, and that you use this King of Swords energy to cut through, to clean up the space. Use the vulture energy in the Phoenix area and the King of Swords energy to clean up the space. Walk away from the negative. Purge the negative out of your home, out of your life, out of your mental and emotional body as well. There is a clarity with that throat chakra energy, and throat chakra is about voice. There's a sort of connection between speaking and expressing, and that could be through writing, as whatever really allows you to push what you want to say out, and allow that Phoenix energy to burn it off. You actually may indeed, as you're cleaning your emotional body, as you're cleaning your physical space, you may want to light some candles and actually bring in some fire and purity. You may want to, through this process, clean up your diet. Are there things going in your body that aren't necessarily for your best health that you could clean up and just feel better about yourself if you chose other foods instead, for example? This cleansing and this purifying will allow that powerful, beautiful dragon. And I don't necessarily feel uncalm by the dragon. I feel like this dragon is supportive of this calm energy that I was feeling at the beginning. There's a strength, but a calm. There's a strength, but a calm within these king cards as well. What a beautiful soul you are to have this strength and calm within you. And then that allows you the freedom and confidence to bring out beauty to the world, to share with the rest of us. And people are drawn to that calm, stable, and clear energy. And this actually does invite in soulmates, the people who you came into this life to be with. This is why the Lover's card is here. This is why the 10 of Pentacles is here. That you are calling in, you are moving forward, and by bringing this calming, clear, communicative energy to the world and sharing it with others, you are calling in this this beautiful sense of community, this sense of safety, this sense of love, this vibrancy, abundance. We're seeing, this is your ability and your opportunity to have it all. And these animal spirits of clear help you clean up and clarify your energy and allow you to start moving forward The Knight of Wands is moving forward, not recklessly, but he's moving forward because he's ready to move forward. He knows where he's going, and he's going there in a strong pace. He's not rushed, but he's got the clarity to move forward and the wisdom to know that he's moving forward in divine timing toward the Ten of Pentacles, toward bringing in, in this case, I actually feel like it might be a divine partner, whoever it is that you're desiring to bring in. But this clearing, and communicating you're calming, you're strong, you're safe, divine presence, and allowing that to be out there. You're calling in this energy. You're transforming, and this is advice about how to transform. Group 4, this is what I see for you today. I hope this has been helpful in your journey. You have such an incredible, vibrant soul, and you are strong in this throat chakra energy. So I want to encourage you to be able to use that and bring communication to the world, in whatever way feels most natural for you. You are that dragon energy, and you will have an inner sense of knowing what that should be, what that looks like, and how, not just how that can come forward, but also with the confidence that it is in divine timing for you to bring that to the world. Again, thank you for letting me read for you today. This has been a beautiful, beautiful reading. And I hope this has given you some encouragement that you are already on the right path and you are already transforming. Hi, Pile 4. I'm back. As I started to put these cards away, I noticed that I had pulled a card from here to cover up the nudity on the Lover's card, and that card happened to be the Divine Light card, and may that actually just be more confirmation for you that this clarity is coming, and it's coming in its divine timing, and it's coming in the right way, and will allow you to attract in those who are meant to be in your life. Group 4, thank you for being with me for this message today, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye.